we're here with Professor Antonella Poce, and I would welcome, you just finished your wonderful talk, keynote, and I would just like to ask you to give a short overview of what you told us in the talk.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity of being here in person. That was really emotional coming back to the city, but having the possibility to share this experience with colleagues and other friends in person, but also online. So all the people that were connected online could share this emotional experience that we had in person. So it was really engaging. Yes, I teach experimental pedagogy. I'm full professor of experimental pedagogy and museum education in Italy at the University of Modena and Reggio Emilia, where I chair a center for research, the Intellect Center, where we try to carry out different activities, especially research, but also training, professionals training, in order to support the development of cross-sectional skills, especially critical thinking and digital skills, through the use of heritage and museums. What I was saying in our presentation today was related to the use of the collections from any museum, any cultural site, to support new development and change, growth, the definition of new economical models. So sometimes either we give for granted the use of heritage, or we don't understand the value of heritage also in economic growth and social growth. So that's a point that we really would like to work in and to support in time through research, through development, through cooperation with companies and institutional, cultural institutions.
Wonderful, that is really important. And so often it's misunderstood that culture is a luxury, but economics is something that comes before it. But can you tell us what is misunderstood about the way culture actually can enable economic growth? What is often misunderstood in this?
There's a widespread misunderstanding. I think that is due first to the cultural institutions themselves, who took their role as mainly the one of preservation of certain objects that are very important. They represent our identity, but it's exactly because they represent our identity, they can be really places where no borders are made. Every distinction can be overcome, and growing socially, helping participation, helping well-being as a way to support participation in society, automatically you get also economic growth. And if you have people who know more about their role in society, people who can be more active in society, automatically you have also economic growth. But I presented it in our contribution today during my talk, we are working on a new model for economic and social development. Through interaction, talking to different agents, starting round tables, discussing specific topics, and identifying new key performance indicators. That, I think, is the way.
Wonderful, that is really great. And is there something that someone in the learning field or someone in their daily lives, is there something that they can do to help contribute to this? I mean, of course, you're devoting your career to making this improvement, but what can we do?
every one of us can actually take part in this. First of all, thinking about what is around themselves. So sometimes, but I live in Rome, so I can tell it, that you get accustomed to whatever, even to the beauty of Rome,
Yes.
and you don't realize the value that is there. What we created and what we contribute to create through that heritage, and what does it represent for us, for our families, for our society actually. So every one of us can do something. I'm sure that if you develop a new way of interpreting heritage, you know, again, everything comes afterwards.
Wonderful. That's really great. Well, I think you already answered my next question, but as our world is changing so quickly, we've certainly faced a lot of changes, and we're facing even more extreme changes. Is there something that the learning community can do in order to address the changes we're going through to make life more livable and humane for us all? What is the one thing you would?
I think we have a duty. We have, as educators, we have a duty to support the ability of everyone to adapt to continuous change. And this ability can be supported, trained only through different kind of strategies that we need to put in place. And these kind of strategies can be supported through heritage experiences. That's what we realized, and that's what, according to data collected through research, we realized. So the possibility to work through heritage sites in view of developing this kind of skills, soft skills mainly, and critical thinking skills, first of all, because also as regards digital skills, as I was saying during my talk, we don't need to know how to use certain technologies. We need how to adapt to the change of technologies that is so fast. And so you need to be selective. You need to solve immediate problems related to the use of technology in order not to be excluded from society. If you can't use certain technology, you are excluded. But if you are able to select, to adapt, and to have a critical use of technology, that of course makes you an active citizen. And that's what we want, to be more democratic, to be more, to fight poverty and exclusion.
Right, absolutely. Learning how to learn and
learning how to learn.
Learning better,
Yeah.
because we can't predict what's to come, but it's that ability to continuously adapt and learn and do something new.
That's the
wow, wonderful. Well, thank you. Well, we're
Thanks to
still
you.
not finished with the conference, but is
No
there
way.
already an idea that you're walking away with from the Learning Ideas Conference?
Yes, there's this idea of multidisciplinarity that's truly richness here, an added value to this conference. That was really, it has always been my impression, and that's why I so much supported this conference, and I really want to be part of it also in the future, because there are many colleagues from different areas, but this is a place where dialogue is possible.
Yes.
Exchange of ideas is possible, so that's the place to develop new learning.
Yes, absolutely. A wonderful learning community that there's people who already know each other coming back together every year.
Yeah.
There's new people.
But
conversation.
especially from different fields. And
Very
that's
different fields.
Important.
Different fields, different places in the world. So, well, thank you very much, Antonella.
Thanks to you.
All
Thanks
right.
to you.
Thank you
It was
very
so
much.
nice
Have a wonderful
being
time.
with you. Thank you.